Sloan-C workshops occasionally use database assignments. These type of assignments are great because they allow you to submit work in an organized way and share it with others as a potential resource for after the workshop ends. In this video, I will demonstrate how to successfully complete your database assignments. Topics covered in this demonstration will include adding and revising an entry, searching for and viewing entries, printing out those entries for use after the workshop, and checking your grades. Here we are in a typical Sloan-C workshop, and we can see this icon that looks like 3 disks stacked together represents a database activity. To view the activity, simply click on the title. This will take you to the directions page. In these directions, you can see there's actually a document to be downloaded to make your submission easier. So if I click on this link, it's going to bring up a dialog box, and I can go ahead and open this file to show you what it is. And what it is the list of questions that you have to answer that you'll enter into the database. So you can write up your responses in advance and then simply copy and paste them into the database when you're ready. Once you're ready to submit your entry, scroll down to the bottom of the directions page and you will see a tab that says Add Entry. Click on that, and that will take you to basically an online form where you can select answers or fill answers into text boxes or text areas. And then once you completely fill in this information, and again, this is an example assignment, yours may have different questions, you would click on the Save and View button to review your work. So through the magic of pausing the video, I've been able to go ahead and use our recommendations to fill out my responses to the questions for this example activity, and I have pasted them in to all these boxes so I have something to submit. So I will say Save and View. Now you'll see I've submitted and it gives the date and time. And I am viewing a single entry, so you can see this tab. And there are the questions along with my responses in the black text there. And I can go down further and see the rest, including in this particular example, it required 2 references. So I have one there, and I have one here, and I even have another one here. So there's my entry. Now, if I wanted to edit it at this point, I would simply click on the little icon of the hand holding the pencil. That would take me back to my entry where I could go ahead and change the information as necessary. And once I made any additional edits, or let's say I needed to edit it because I was revising it based on feedback, I could edit and then save and view. So that is adding an entry and viewing and editing an entry. Now, let's say you've gone away and you come back, you might need to search for an entry. So this is the direction page again, and below that you will see search options. You can choose how many entries to see per page. You can sort by when they were added, ascending, or you can sort by the name of the activity. Then there are some fields here. In this example, I can say, show me only those activities submitted that are for PhDs and postgraduate students. And as more entries got added with different levels, those options would show up here. Or I could say, show me everything in the field or discipline of education. Or show me everything by a first name or a last name. Save that. And then a list of results will come up again below the page, where you will get a little bit of information. And if you want to see more, you simply click on the spyglass and you would be able to view more details about that particular entry. So this is how you can find any entries or just your own. Finally, you can simply go to View List. And what that will do is, again, below the direction information, you will see in one long scrolling page every single entry that's been added. It's only a partial entry, and then you can view them by clicking on the spyglass to see more of the entry. So right now we're only seeing one because only one has been added, but as more get added, they would be uh, below the list here. Now, you can only edit your own entries and you can only delete your own entries. You can view everybody's entries and you can export your own entries. All right. You will also be able to see your own grades. To check your grades, you will want to scroll over to the gray column and under Course Administration, click the Grades link and then find the activity, and you'll see that in this case there was a grade of 10 posted out of a possible 0 to 10. And this was also in the grading and revision info on the directions page. And that equates to 100%. And that is the database activity. Again, the important things, make sure to very carefully read the directions. You may encounter a document that you could fill out in advance, like I have done here, so that you can have your answers all prepared before you click the Add Entry button. Alternatively, if there's not a document, you can click Add Entry to view the questions in advance, jot them down on a piece of paper and write out your responses, and then come back and paste them in. Once you've filled out your entry, you'll click on Save and View. And of course, this will be a blank document, but if you needed to edit it, you click on the hand holding a pencil icon to edit your entry. You could also delete by clicking the X. Remember, you can only delete your own entries. Confirm that you want to delete or cancel if you don't, of course. You can view the list of entries, which will be a long scrolling page of every entry that's been made, or you can search for entries by a number of keywords, and those will differ depending on which workshop that you're in. This example is for learning environments tablets, and of course that will have different questions in that database and different key search terms than perhaps in a workshop on adult learning strategies. But you could search and save the settings, and that will return a list of results that match your search term. Okay. And then finally, of course, you'll be able to see everybody's entries so that you will have that information available to you for long after the workshop ends. And you could certainly just search based on your discipline, or you could just have them all, and once you have the entire list that you want, then you could just use the print button in your browser to print off that list of entries. Enjoy your database activities. We wish you success in all your workshops.